Alright, here we are for our running and driving video of our beautiful lifted up 93 Ford F-250. Got all the lights going, show you all the bulbs work, all that good stuff. It is running in this video so you can see it's not smoking or ticking or anything like that. Just a super clean looking truck. It's got a nice stance to it. It's got 148,000 original miles. Alright, I'll hop in here. It's nice and toasty and warm. As you can see, the oil pressure sender is not reading, so we're going to get that handled. That will be for sure working when you get the vehicle. I just noticed that right now. I don't know if it might be a loose wire or it might just need a new sensor, but the sending unit, but they're pretty cheap. So you can see there's no lights on or anything, and when you go to the brights, that lights up. You hear the blower motor working, no howling issues. It's got a nice sounding little, cassette stereo, Pioneer with a CD changer. I haven't gone through to make sure the loaded it with CDs or anything, but I can imagine it works good. Or you could just pop it all out and get that, get some feet room back there and just put a nice CD head unit in there for a few bucks. But I'll go ahead and put it in neutral. You can see we're on a pretty good little incline here. I'll put the e-brake on, light comes on, and foot is off. And you can see we're not rolling. I'll take the e-brake off and rolling away, so it works good. And make sure all that stuff's working good for you guys. Alrighty, so we'll do a little city driving. It is traffic time, so you have to bear with me. You might get stuck with me chit-chatting a little bit in some of these areas, but hopefully for you we don't. So we'll get going. I'll hit some potholes here so you can see this thing's just a nice solid truck. It just soaks up the bumps. We're doing about 30, hitting about 40 now. And there was a pretty good sized potholes. Here comes some more. It just soaks it up nice. That was at 50 miles an hour, so but like mentioned in the other video on the text, I mean, this truck, it has super tight steering. I mean, this thing just drives awesome. I mean, it drives like it did new. It's a 3/4 ton, so it is a little bouncy and it's lifted up. So it's got the Skyjacker suspension lift. But all the shocks have been replaced. Brand new tires, tie rods, ball joints, tie rod ends, all that stuff. Control arm bushings. None of that stuff needs to be worried about. The brakes have recent milling gone through, so they got almost all their life left in them. You stomp on the brakes, there's no fading, pulsating, and it stops nice and straight. Just really nice truck. Now this is my two favorite color combos for any of these mid-90s Fords is this color combo, the white with the gray in the middle, and then the black with the gray in the middle, which is always a great looking color combo. So we'll get going here. You can see this one does have the tack dash, which works great. There's no pixelating in the gauges, in the odometer, which you'll often get. The overdrive light isn't blinking. You hit that, works really good. You always want to use that when you're kind of towing or you're doing some city driving. You're doing, I usually tell people if you're doing under 45 or under, click the overdrive off. It just takes a little bit of stress and work off of that transmission, kind of extends its life. But there's no issues in the transmission. It shifts flawlessly. It shifts just like it should. We'll go ahead and get going here on the freeway, and then I'll come to a stop and kind of go over some of the electrics with you, like the windows and all that stuff. I'll take this corner with some potholes. You can just see how nice that is. Getting a little foggy here, so hopefully you guys can still see all right, but just going a little slow and then hammer down there. I mean, it's as straight as can be. I mean, for a big lifted truck, it drives just awesome. It's you can see the steering wheel's not all over the place. Just a big, easy truck to drive, and I'm doing 70 miles an hour. You can do more if you want to. You can hear there's no wind noises. The wing windows are all real nice and solid. I mean, it's a really quiet truck. I mean, no cracks. The rearview mirror is missing there because the window got replaced and the glue didn't stick, but the mirror comes with it. Dual tanks both work. Both tanks are a little low right now, but I promise you, when you get it, it won't be stuck on E like that, and both of them work perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead. One of the only actual annoyances of this truck is when you turn the turn signal on like this, it doesn't self-cancel. Whether that's the turn signal cam and the steering column, it's kind of just a little thing you get used to. I mean, once you drive it for just a few minutes, you're already used to it. But usually when you turn this sharp, it will cancel itself out, but it doesn't, it keeps going. So I'll pull in here, get stopped safely so I can kind of go over the electrics with you guys and kind of show that stuff to you. So we'll crank in here. All right, so basically, you know, if you want to put a four-wheel drive, just drop it down, and the four-wheel drive light comes on. I'll get the steering wheel turned, horn works, all that good stuff. Your cruise control works all right in here. You got your power windows. They work really good. The motors were replaced not too long ago. You got your fly windows that are super tight. I mean, you really got to give them some effort to move them, which is nice, and you'll hear those lock nice like that. You got your, I don't know how I could show you the tilt steering, but I got two hands here, but it's really nice. There's no play in it. I'm pulling on it nice and hard. It's really nice, tight steering. You know, it's had some, you know, repair on there, which is nice to see. It's nice to show someone's taking the care, not just throw a cheap wrap on it, because these things, you know, I've had some low milers with like 70,000 miles and they're coming undone. That's just the material they are. Again, these are nice and solid, not coming apart. It's nice to see they still got the cup holders and the divider inside there. But I think that's pretty much it. You know, the wipers, all those are working good. But yeah, you know, again, you know, the oil pressure sending unit will be replaced along with this little thing here. We'll either re-glue it in or re-screw it in or try to find a whole new bezel. But either one will get the job done. And this will be no reserve 7-day auction, so good luck.